Basil was talking to a friend. I'll put it as an example. The friend was coming out right at first, but when he heard the words, a wrong impression was put out. It's negative, and on hearing that, he talked back the same. On recalling the conversation, recalling is important. He saw what happened. The guy was coming out right, but it went wrong. The shadow manipulated the words heard, and the one who talked back was not Basil. It was another. It was the ghost. He would not ask why, because he knows he's possessed. Whoever is behind the ghost wants to turn things wrong so that good affairs turn bad. It's not just in words. The acts of the body are a big lie, both while in the house and when around others. The other thing about the ghost is, the ghost would talk. It would take the scent of itself and act and talk that way. If it is not of his, if it feels not right or wrong, he would be hearing the discomfort that is being experienced on the skin. To turn every good affair into a wrong one, so that those legs have a certain feelings towards him. We don't like the guy. Talking to the guy is this and that. Hearing the acts coming out from the skin, they judge the person. Turn every leg against him, every situation against him. Let situations demand certain acts, necessary acts, so that things are never the same between certain legs, or say there is no coming out of that. To make sure that he is all alone and never let him be himself. That's what the one behind the ghost wants. He had friends back then. He did talk to Josim in a way that pissed him in real times, but he did not know it was the ghost of a girl that did it. A witch girl, close to him, and has to do with his wife. This happened several times with Nabil. There are lots who did talk to him not knowing there was a ghost behind. Did he ever try to correct them? No. The only time the witch girl stayed behind him was when he came across Maria, after the dress of her changed. Meeting her was no accident. He was shown a dream that he would meet her. He saw that after the dream was realized. 2013 was the year he was shown that dream, and it was realized in 2017. 5-year gap. The dream he had back then, after it happened, he was made to recall it. The real life event was exactly the way it was in the dream. That dream was not really a dream. Somebody planned this. Somebody knew it would happen. This reality was written and planned. It's scripted. Every word, every act of the body, every feels that comes out of the skin is well scripted, like in pictures, in cinemas. When did we got behind the skin? Around 2011 or 2012, after whoever passed the grade 10th. Basil got in at the time, and John in 2017. They were discussing about who put us here, who brought this to us. He said it happened through a girl. Never let the guy be himself, only a woman would want that. Witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, and a lot of mystical knowledge was in ways. Yeah. Say that again. Okay. Every word, every act of the body, every feels that comes out of the skin is well scripted, like in pictures in cinemas. When did we got behind the skin? I say around 2011 or 2012, after whoever passed the grade 10th. Basil got in at that time, and John in 2017. They both were discussing about who put us here, who brought this all to us. Basil said it happened through a girl. Never let the guy be himself, only a woman would want that. Witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, and a lot of mystical knowledge, worlds and ways. He got issues with girls. Say it again. Basil, he got issues with girls. The girls who scream loud in excitement. Maybe if they were to hear anyone they love, celebrities, the excitement they put out. It's an issue for him. Girls when they dance, acts of their skin. There are those who says he's a weak person, says he's just a pussy. He's not blind or deaf to their hearts, but that's what they think. In 2018, the guy was heated up. The witch girl wanted him to do a thing about the situation. That's when he took a punch to the wall. How strong was the punch? It was so strong that the skin between the knuckles were pasted onto the wall. The girl was happy about it. The funny thing was, no pain was felt on the bones. Only one of the parents saw this, and every celebrity is behind. Was it John or was it Basil who took that punch? Did he change his dress after he saw Maria? Then another is when he talks in the low spit, his height can stay at 5'9", but when he spits English, it's never 5'9". It's about 6. The name, is it really his? Not really, but he does respond to it, to the low spit ones, but not when away from them. Another thing, he was giving credits to another for a certain act, obviously a girl. It did not come out as a surprise anyway, and also we said somebody wanted it, not us. What we want is to get rid of the name, and by that remove all the attachments with it and get out of the house. This is only possible through that act. He wants it and seems to be happy about it, so there's that. I told him to say and about the name, I told him to say his name. I heard his voice saying it. That's when I told him to go fuck himself. The other name is Sanya Harris. If I were to say this, if he were to say this, when he turns his personality, the accent changes. Whenever I want to hear from him, words that we heard from that cell would bring him out. It goes like this. If you find yourself in my words, I'm not dwelling on you. I'm writing you off. Just say these magical words and he's here. Now if I were to say this name, this in the low spit, a shift is going to happen. When that shift happens, it's not a shit. Give me a second. All right. Say the name. The other spit. Right. Sanya Harris. Say that again. Sanya Harris. He's coming out. Sanya. This is the way I say it. Sanya Harris. Yeah. Sanya. I don't think I can change. I can't tell. Fine. There's a record. Take it from there. Fine. Yeah, about turning personalities, it's not on a conscious level. But we did it once. It was through whispering. And we should be among certain legs for that to happen. Try that again. ഇതിപ്പോൾ എങ്ങനെയാണത് മലയാളം സംസാരിച്ചത് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് സംസാരിക്കാൻ പറ്റില്ല ഓക്കെ ശരിയായിട്ടുണ്ടല്ലോ ഇനി ആ പേര് പറഞ്ഞേ സന്യ ഹാരിസ് ഇല്ല ശരിയായിട്ടില്ല എന്നിട്ട് പറഞ്ഞ സന്യ ഹാരിസ് ശരിയായിട്ടില്ല സന്യ ഹാരിസ് ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരു പരിശ്രമം നടക്കുന്നില്ലേ നേരത്തെ സംഭവമൊക്കെ എഴുതുന്നുണ്ടായിരുന്നു മലയാളത്തിൽ പറയാമെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ സന്യ എന്നേ പറയുള്ളൂ